Hi there, my name is Allison and I'm here at Griffing Company to explain the tax organizer. Now, tax season is starting a little bit later this year because of COVID-19, and the tax deadline has been pushed back to July 15th. Now, this may seem like a ways away, but while we're all stuck at home, it's a good opportunity to just get your tax information to your CPA and have it off your mind so you don't have to worry about it later. So I'm here to explain the tax organizer that you receive from your CPA every year. It just requests information that we need to fill out your annual tax return. And I know it can be daunting to receive a 35-page document from your tax professional, but I'm here to just explain to you that you can really just use it as a guide. It's not meant to be overwhelming, and I'll walk you through each of the stages and let you know what forms you might need. So first up, we have the privacy policy, and of course we receive non-public private information of yours, and that security is very important to us. So if you're interested in finding out what kind of information we collect, what parties we disclose it to, and how we treat former clients' information, then feel free to read the privacy policy and reach out to us if you have any questions. And following the privacy policy, we have the engagement letter, which looks like this. For individual returns, it is usually 3 pages, I think. And this just goes through what exactly you can expect from us, what exactly are the rules of engagement, and we need it signed every year that we do your taxes. And this is a pretty common practice for any accounting firm or legal. So the next page is where the real fun begins, and we start asking you questions about what's changed in the previous year. So a lot of these won't apply to you unless you've had a very, very busy year. Only a couple of them might. So just listen up for the ones that apply to you. Healthcare. The most important part of this is if you receive your health insurance from the healthcare marketplace, they'll issue you a 1095A. It's important that we receive that. For education, if you are paying tuition right now, you will receive a 1098T. And if you are paying interest on a student loan, you'll receive a 1098E, and you need to send those in. For deductions and credits, it varies a lot more person to person. You can read through some of those questions, but they're things like if you've made a large purchase this year, like an RV or a boat, or if you've had casualty or loss from theft, you can include that as well. Investments is the next section, and that largely has to do with selling real estate, starting a new business, selling a business, or having your debt canceled. And a lot of those go into more detail than the scope of this video. If you have contributed to your Roth IRA or your regular IRA, then you need to include that, and you will get a statement from your bank or broker regarding your retirement or severance payments. Next, we have personal residence. If you have moved or if you're selling a house, you need to include a settlement statement so that we can measure the gain that you got from purchase to selling the house. And then the following sections, gifts, foreign matters, and miscellaneous, are a little too specific for this video. So if you do have any questions, feel free to just make a note of it on the tax organizer, and we will definitely reach out to you and answer your questions. Next, we have personal information, which should be pretty straightforward. It's a lot of contact information for you and your spouse. And we also ask on here for your driver's license number, and that just allows us to electronically file for you with the IRS. And down here, this is worth noting, we have the personal identification number right here. And this is just an added layer of security from either your state or the IRS. They had some problems with fraud and identity theft in the past couple of years, so they've added a PIN number for security. So next we ask you about your dependents and your wages. So for any dependents you're claiming, we'll need to know their name, social security number, birth date, and relationship, and how many months they were living in your home in the past year. And also, for example, if you're claiming an elderly family member as a dependent and they passed away this year, then you'll need to include their date of death as well. Then further down the page, it asks about wages and salaries. Now, if you are a regular employee at a company, you will receive a W-2 from your employer, and you'll just need to attach that to the tax document and send it to us. Now to talk about how you can get your money back. And we have this direct deposit and withdrawal form on our page. It just repeats twice. It's the same thing here to here. And you can just fill out your bank information so that you don't have to mail a paper check, or you wouldn't be receiving a paper check. So you can get your refund a lot quicker that way. So for the sake of keeping things simple, I'll talk about interest income and dividend income together. And interest income is just from owning debt, and dividend income is from owning equity. So you will receive a 1099 int from your bank if you have interest income, and I'll put a screenshot of that up here. And then you will receive a 1099 div from your bank or broker if dividend income applies to you. Now, on this tax organizer, we have included a lot of rows, and we don't want you filling all that out by hand. So as long as you send us the 1099 int or 1099 div, then we will do the data entry on our side. So thank you for watching, and if you found any of this information helpful, please consider following us on social media and sharing this content with whoever would find it helpful. We want to continue making videos to kind of simplify your tax and accounting experience, and just appreciate you watching. Thanks.